fine. Make sure that you go to the proper entrance. Thank you, Google, for screwing it up. Back to 1485 and onward to the correct entrance. There we go. Okay, we finally got here. Okay, Brittany. She's so excited. Forest Trail. Here we go. We are here at Lake Houston Wilderness Park. Today our goal is 10 miles. We are doing the Yopon Trail, and then there's like it's called 5 Mile Road, and then it loops back up with a Trail. This is up in northeast Houston area in Caney Creek. No, New Caney. New Caney? Yeah. My awesome daughter came with me when no one else would come with me. I'm not naming any names, Caleb. Okay, let's see what this trail's got for us. Okay, we're hooking up with the Yopon Trail. Here we go. Oh, signs of spring. The photographer at work. Okay, now we're coming up, I believe this is 5 Mile Road. We're going to turn right. I better make sure. Today is obviously the day of wrong directions. Thank goodness for AllTrails. We're supposed to continue on this path. I have to admit, I'm pretty happy with how wildernessy this place is. I know it's called Lake Houston Wilderness Park, but it really is wildernessy. This is possibly the biggest palmetto we have ever seen. It's humongous. Look how big that is. Look how big it is compared to all of its friends. This is like grandpa palmetto. Usually they're about that size. So, oh my gosh, it's humongous. Okay, this is for reals the 5 Mile Road now. We're not going there, even though I like bridges and I would like to. We're gonna walk for a bit, for a spell. Trying to get a picture of that drop of water on that piece of grass, and it's very difficult. Funnel spider. Those are so cool. Rather lovely. Oh, that green is so gorgeous. That's how I feel when my backpacking belt is secured properly. Coming up to Lake Isabel, I believe. Okay, this looks awesome. What kind of gnome lives in there? Now we begin a Trail. Actually sounds like insurance or something. So we just started a Trail. We think once you leave Lake Isabel, there's like a road that keeps going straight, and then there's a tiny trail to the right. And we picked the tiny trail to the right, hoping that that was a Trail. So we'll find out. So far today, we haven't done very well picking the correct way the first time. So we'll find out. So the trail keeps going straight, but look at this, a Trail. We actually picked the right one. Hooray, first time today. Oh, and there's blazes now. Blue blazes, the first blazes we've seen. Blue blaze, a Trail. We're here for you. That's the jingle. If a Trail was an insurance company. When you see 2 blazes like that, that means the trail turns. So pay attention. Because a lot of times it seems like the trail is going to go straight, and you would probably go straight if you weren't paying attention. See right here, that blaze says turn left, whereas it's possible if you weren't really paying attention, you could go that way. Oh, a little bit of trail knowledge. Boar hair. This southern portion of the Trail is a bit boggy. You probably don't want to wear your brand new Balenciagas out here. Doesn't it look like that's the tree's bone? I have no idea what this plant is, but it's this cute little patch of green. I finally saw a snake today. Where's its head? I don't even know. Up there. Oh, there. Oh, it's just a little baby one. Hey, little baby snake. My cinematographic goals for today. 1, find a snake. Check. 2, find an alligator. Haven't seen one of those. 3, get a video of stupid butterflies. We've actually seen, they're the most common wildlife we've seen today. Cannot get them, they're super flighty. Anytime I get even close, they fly away. Those are my goals. Okay, this is a huge surprise. I was expecting Peach Creek to be a creek, not a freaking river. This is quite beautiful. Look at, so cute. That looks like a sandy beach. It really is. That, my friends, is sand. Unexpected, but cool. Does this give anybody else a TARDIS vibe? I will hand it to the Lake Houston Wilderness. It has very varied trails. Now we're hiking on sand. We hiked on a road, hiked on pine needles, went through swamps. Pretty interesting terrain. That is some downwardness. Actually, I don't get a ton of downward here in Houston, so it's nice to get the tiniest bit of elevation changes that we can. So we are now at the part of the trail that goes right next to Peach Creek here, and it is lovely. It makes me really happy. This whole trail makes me really happy. This really is rather wildernessy. We've seen so few people, like if we see anybody, it's like every half an hour or so. I don't know if that's because we're just lucky today or it really is this underused. Holy cow. Sorry, I'm having to climb up sand. This is, look at this. I love it. I love being out here. It's a little getting warmer today. By the time we're done with the hike, it's supposed to be like 80, I think. So that's the warmest it's been in a while, especially considering we had snowpocalypse like 3 weeks ago. So this is awesome. Hiking is my favorite. Hiking is my favorite. And there's a breeze. Praise the Lord for a breeze. I am in heaven. Heaven is gonna have a ton of hiking trails, I already know. But focus, there we go. A little traveler. Signs of wildlife. We've been hearing birds, but I haven't really got to see hardly any. Feather, but this is not lost. This was ripped off because that's a group of feathers. There's some feathers. Here's some more feathers. This is actually the site of a murder. I don't have a lot of experience with swamps, so they are fascinating to me. Quite spooky looking. This is the first campsite we've seen. That's awesome. I would love to go camping here. That is awesome. Campsite 1, give you a gander of what the campsites look like. Got a bench and a fire pit and flat spots. And you could hammock here pretty easy. There's quite a few trees. So we've come up to Canoe Launch Road. We're gonna cross over this sucker. Oh, this is that one road I thought was 5 Mile Road before. We just left the Mare Trail. We're not going this way. Are you done with your rest? Yes. Now, this way. Wrong, again. We actually are going this way. Thank goodness for the redhead who reads maps. And we made it back. Considerably more cars than when we started. I think there was only 2 cars or 3 cars when we started. So we just finished. We are in the car in the air conditioning and ended up being 11.3 miles. Number one, when you're putting the address into Google, put the entrance in. Do not put the nature center. That's one of the options you can have for Google. Don't use that, because that's going to take you to that back entrance that we couldn't get in through. Inside the park, just follow the signs to headquarters, and that's going to get you in the general direction of where you can start a hike. We took Forest Trail out of this parking lot, which is a parking lot right next to the playground. So we took Forest Trail, then what was next? Yopon?
Yopon Trail.
Then Yopon Trail. Then we got on 5 Mile Road all the way to AllTrails. Overall thoughts, Brittany?
It's hot.
It's hot. Yeah, this red face, this is because it was toasty. The park itself seems like it has a lot of people in it, but the trails had nobody, so that was awesome. As far as direction goes, if you want to have a more interesting, varied walk at the end, then do the road walk first and then come back AllTrails. So that's going clockwise. That's the way we did it, and I really liked that because it was interesting at the end. It's actually more physically exhausting doing AllTrails versus the 5 Mile Road. So if you need to have more energy at the beginning, then I recommend doing AllTrails first, going counterclockwise and coming back on the 5 Mile Road. And I hope to see you hiking around Houston. Bye. Okay, my cinematograph, how do you say that? Oh, we just hit. So today is what is today? I don't know what it is.
March
13th. Okay. Whoa. Cringe. So hopefully